All right, do an Alt-Tab till you get to the white. Hit Alt-Tab, Joni, until you get to the white cubes with the blue TV screens. Okay, and if you could put your phone on mute, that would be great. So now you have your basic slide. You've got your color, you've got some animation in the background, and you've got your text formatted. What you can then do is go over to your first slide, and over here is your duplicate. So you can duplicate the slides. So now I have 3 slides that are exactly the same. When I look at this, if I go all the way down to the right side, my project is only going to be 16 seconds. We need to make it a minimum of 30 seconds. So what you can do on each slide is you can put a delay on your slide, so that'll make the slide stay on the screen a little bit longer. And you want to make your last slide at least 25 seconds, because you want the person who's viewing your video to linger on that slide and look around at the video website, click on the buttons to get more information. So now you have your 3 slides, and you want to tell the story that tells us that we have reservations, 5th Avenue Courtyard by Marriott, New York, New York, zip code and priceline.com. So I go to my first slide. I go into text area 1, and it's are you searching, S-E-A-R, for, and I'm going to do a Command V, or I'm going to do a copy. So it says, are you searching for reservations, 5th Avenue Courtyard? You have some options here. Now, this presentation, the way that it's displayed on the screen here, will get approved through the WUKAr video system. And the reason it'll get approved is because I have the entire long tail keyword embedded in the video. It may not be displaying for the person to see, but it's there. And that's what's important. Now, I can also make my font a little smaller, but look what happened here. It now says, are you searching for reservations, 5th Avenue Courtyard by Marriott New? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. You could leave it. It doesn't really matter. Or you can just go back and say, put it back to 50 for the font. And it'll just say, are you searching for reservations by 5th Avenue Courtyard? You can leave that. And then in your text area number 2, that's where you want to say in, and I'm just going to paste in the entire sentence again, and I'm going to get rid of everything else except for New York, New York. So now the slide makes a little more sense, but the font's too small, so I'm going to go and I'm going to make it 65. Okay? Also at this point, you have an option to put an image in here. The key with images is they have to be royalty-free images, which means nobody's claimed, nobody put a copyright on them, it's not used by somebody famous. So if you pull an image down from, Google Images, and it's not a royalty-free image, they will reject that video. Now you can use the gallery that's associated with Video Maker. So they do have photos, there's money, there's some interesting things on here. There's graphics that are black and white. I don't use a lot of images in my videos. Occasionally I'll go down and use, find it, money. Somewhere's, oh, there it is, money. So occasionally I'll use that. And what you also want to do is you want to limit your changes to the first slide. You don't want to have to be going through every single slide. So in your first slide, you're asking the question, are you searching for reservations, 5th Avenue, Courtyard, in New York, New York? On the second slide, you want to answer that question. It says, you could say, well, you have come to the right place. We can find great deals. And then on line 2, and get you cash back too. Now, again, the font's really small. You want them to look at that cash back, so you can make it as big as you want to make it so that it fits and has all the information on the line. And again, if you want, you can put an image on here also. So this slide that has, you have come to the right place, we can find great deals and get you cash back too, answers the question. On the third slide, you want, is there a call to action? And that's where you would say, you know, click, C-L-I-C-K, on the link below in number 1 to find out more. Or however you want that to say, you know, for more information, click on the link below. And then on the last slide, you can do this. The animation number 2 is the arrows, where you can have an arrows, different kind of arrows that point down below your screen. The other option is you could, if you wanted to have the really big arrows on the bottom, it sometimes runs into your text. You could just go back and click on the link below to find out more. And then you don't have to have anything in the second text area. You can just leave it blank. So right there you have 3 slides. You ask the question, you answer the question, and you give them a call to action. The next thing you want to do is you want to add your audio. Just pick an audio track. It doesn't really matter. And then what you can just do is you can just preview slide. I'm just going to close it because you know what? That's a long time. That's a 43-second video. But it does seem like it's a very long time when you're watching it. The other thing here is if you're on your second slide here, if I go back to my text, I can change this delay to be 20. So now I've got a 25-second view of that last slide, and my video is 38 seconds long. So that answers your question. It gets your long tail keywords, and it gets you to your 30-second minimum. Then you're going to export your project. You don't have to save them because you're never going to go back to them again. We're not allowed to use them again once we send them up to WUKAr. So I don't save them. It just takes up space on my hard drive. And the more videos you have on your hard drive, the slower your computer is. So you want to be able to save your videos. You actually have to export them and they get saved to your hard drive. And you want to put them in a folder that's just going to be videos. Sometimes you're going to default to My Documents on your computer. You can click on Browse, and it'll take you to your file structure, and you can decide, I'm on a Mac, you can decide wherever you want to put your videos. So I'm going to put it right now, this one's on Video Maker FX projects. So now I'm just going to export my video. This one takes probably about 20 seconds, 25 seconds to upload. It's the first time it's doing this format, so it learns a little bit. So you export your video. I'm usually kind of multitasking when I'm doing this, so I'm not just sitting and waiting for it. And the gentleman that I worked with in San Diego actually said he did the math, he did the timing, and he said using this slide and these time frames is the most efficient way to make a video. So now you've got your export is completed. And then you want to go back over to your Team WUKAR site. You're going to choose your file. I have to go back to projects because that's where I put that one. And, oh, you know what I didn't do? Let's see, sort this one by date created. Okay. If you sort by, oh, and you know what I didn't do here? I forgot to, and I do this every once in a while. You have to export your video. Because your video is still staying there, it's still there and it's active. Your video has to be named exactly the long tail keyword. So my long tail keyword was, again, reservations, 5th Avenue, Courtyard by Marriott, New York, New York, with a zip code and Priceline.com. That's what you name your video. All right, this will just take another 30 seconds. Sure.
Nicole, you know the videos on WUKAR.com when they announced that? I was looking at some of the home ones, you know, for the work from home, and a lot of them have fancy ones. WUKAR's not looking for fancy, right?
They're not looking for what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Fancy ones.
No, they're not looking for fancy.
Okay.
All right, so now I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to go over to my projects file, and now I see reservations, 5th Avenue, Courtyard by Marriott, and I'm going to submit my video. It's usually pretty quick, and dependent on, so it took my video and it now gave me a new keyword. So when I go over to my job dashboard, depending on how many people are uploading videos at the same time, sometimes the credits click up quickly and sometimes they take a while. So I wouldn't, get too upset if it doesn't happen immediately. See if I can get that one to click up. No, it didn't. So there's probably, it's a Sunday, probably a lot of people just sitting doing videos. So it'll click up. So then now you get your next long tail keywords. So we're going to copy it. We're going to go back over here. And I'm going to just paste it over here, over onto the dashboard. Some people just like to keep copying and pasting from here. I prefer, it's faster for me to just copy the entire line and then just delete what I don't. So now I'm going to use exactly the same template here. So when you're using your templates over again and the system is looking for a unique video, so you have to change things on your video. The first thing you're going to change is are you searching for? So now I'm going to put that in here and it says, are you searching for discounts aloft, Ontario, Rancho? Well, this Kuma Congo is in the name, and if I make it a little smaller, again, it puts in Kuma Congo Rancho again. So I don't really want to have it there. The other option is you can just leave the whole line in there if you want, but it doesn't always make sense. So if you're, I know that if you want it to make sense to the person watching it, you have the information that displays on the screen, and we can just leave that aloft and Ontario Rancho. And then the rest of the information, it's still in the video, but it's not displayable. So you are reaching the first requirement that says the entire long tail keyword has to be in the video. So I'm now going to go to my line number 2, and I'm going to get rid of this and say in, if I can type, in Rancho Cucamonga, California. I'm going to put a question mark, and I'm going to get rid of all that stuff on the end. So that's one change. So really you want to make sure that it's going to get accepted. So you can make some other small changes in your video, and it'll tag that video as unique. The one thing that you can do is you can go onto your first slide and just change the background effect. See how I did that and it was darker and now it's brighter? That's a change, so that makes the video unique. And then the third thing is just go down the line of audio. Go down, pick your songs. So you change the long tail keyword on your first slide. You changed a background effect. We took it from the 0 background effect to 1, and it just made it a little brighter. And then we went and changed the audio setting. You now have a brand new video. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to get rid of my template name. I'm going to put in the long tail keyword. Make sure that I didn't, put it in where it's not in its own uniqueness. Sometimes I type over the / after projects, and then I can't find it. So, and then I hit start export, and you have a brand new video. Just takes a couple minutes, a minute or so to upload, to export. Yep.
It's my understanding, as long as you don't copy the entire keyword, even though it doesn't show up on the screen, that's still fine?
Yes, because it's still fine because it sees it physically in the video.
I'm getting a lot of background noise.
Yeah, so, if your phone is not on mute, can you please do that? Thank you. Yes, as long as it's embedded into the slide somewhere, the code that reviews the video, because this is automatically, this is not people doing this. This is a systematic verification. And as long as the long tail keyword is in there somewhere, it will be approved. Okay, so now...
enough to change for a difference in each of the videos, or do you have to do more than that to change?
You have to make a minimum of 1 change a video if you're continuing to use a single template. If you make 3 changes, it gives it a little more assurance that it'll be identified as a unique video. So I'm just going to go take a quick click over here and see if any of those moved. Must be a lot of people on here today. Yeah, it'll come up. So again, you get another keyword, and it's the same process. You copy it over to your text document, if that is easier, and then you just go back to your template. What you can do also, so this one now, I'm going to do them without the dollar image. So I'm just going to clear that image and it goes away. So that's 1 change. So now all I would really need to do on this slide is go back to my text, change my long tail keyword. Now see, this one's interesting. This one says, are you searching for reservations, Albany Marriott, Albany, New York, zip code, and Airbnb.com. Well, it automatically doesn't, it only displays up to a Marriott, so you don't have to do anything there. So your long tail keyword is there. You're going to have a question for the viewer that actually makes sense. You're going to go to the bottom, second text, and it's going to say in Albany, New York. You have an option of either just deleting out what's afterwards or just hitting enter. It gives you the same effect. So because I took the black dollar off the front and I changed the long tail keyword, all I really need to do to this video is change the audio. So I went up here, I picked, I just go down. I just pick the next one, apply the audio, export. Remember to export it and give it its new name, and you're done. Now you can use other slides if you like. I really didn't start using this process or these slides till I came back from San Diego. I was using, I kind of like the whiteboard slide, and I'll show you one of those. Oh, I don't know if I have one of those saved, but I might. And I always left the entire long tail keyword in the slide visible, and it always got approved. You know, it doesn't look pretty, it doesn't always make sense, but the goal is to get the information that's required on the video, use the minimum, 30 seconds, and get them uploaded and get them approved. If you concentrate too much on being artsy and taking a lot of time, you'll get your videos approved, but you won't get as many credits as quick. And the real goal is to, how can I efficiently get my credits for the rotator? So now here's my last one that I just made, Marriott Albany, and submit video. And that's it. You can do the same thing with BA videos if you're looking for business associates. They are also a little funky, depending on where you are. So this one is earn money in Newport, Maine, with a zip code and current. So you can use the same template for a business associate. So I'll just do one real quick. Earn money in Newport, Maine. Are you searching to earn money in Newport, Maine? See how this kind of left the entire thing? It looks very funny. There's two choices here. You could leave it the way it is, or one of the other things that I do to get the long tail keyword in there is, are you searching to earn money? I take the in Newport, Maine, the zip code and the word current out, and then I hit return to get onto the second line, and then I hit return again. So now what happens is I have the entire long tail keyword in the video again, but it's not displayed to the viewer. And then this one is in Newport, Maine. All right, so I now have, are you searching for money? Are you searching to earn money in Newport, Maine? I go to my second slide, and we want to change this question, change the answer, and we can say, we have people just like you be successful, okay, and find financial, okay. So now that answered my slide, the question, are you looking for money? And then again, you might want to say on your third slide, click on the link below to join the team. So now, from the same three slides, you have a video that's targeting business associates. Then again, you go and pick the next song, hit apply. Now, what I could do for this slide is, I'm going to business ones. I could go up to animation, And animation 1 changes your background. So I could go and say, which one do I really like? I don't really like any of them, to be honest. But again, we're just churning out revenues. Like, here's one. So I could do this one. So I've got animation 15. I want to go to slide 2 and do animation 15. So that they're the same. Okay, and maybe I want to change my arrows to be black. So now I have a BA video that's completely different that I can now export. This will just take another 20 or 30 seconds. Go back over here. Let's see if they did turn up. See, they're slow today because there's probably a lot of people making videos today. So this one did go up. So I did get one more credit. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to look for earn money in Newport, Maine. I'm going to upload that. And it's that simple. Anybody have any questions? Anything specific? I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time hearing you.
Okay, is that better?
Much better.
Okay, wonderful. For those of us that have many videos that have been approved, or if it looks like it's done them right, and they can change them if you want, they're just longer. Will they eventually get approved?
Yes, they should eventually get approved. Yes. Now I have some of my other videos. Let me see where I put them. GraphiX, archive videos, projects, voice recordings. I had some templates. Let's see that. All right, project templates. So I do have some that are longer. Like this one is 44 seconds. And if I just do a quick preview, here's one of these. Are you searching for a way to make money from home in New Berlin, Illinois? Now, this one I don't know if this one even got approved because it didn't have the zip. I'm trying to remember if it had the zip code in it or not. But this one's a little bit longer, only 44 seconds, but you don't have to, they don't have to be artsy. You really just want to say, do you need this? We've got it for you, and check us out for more. This one probably didn't have the zip code in it because this was an early on one, and I was using the entire keyword in my sentence. So this is another one that can be approved. Let me see the one. I really like the whiteboard. project templates. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this was one I did. This was 44 seconds. This one, these videos definitely got approved. And the reason that these videos got approved is because I left the entire keyword, long tail keyword, in as is and didn't do any editing. I didn't make them not display. I wasn't smart enough at that time. So I just left them on the screen. But every one of these videos did get approved.
Last time I heard you say that you had about 100 that hadn't got approved. Did they eventually catch up and approve those?
Yeah. But this one's only 44 seconds. And again, this video, I'm only making changes to one slide. Okay, the only slide that I have anything that has to do with the long tail keywords is actually this one. And all I change is the second text area. And you know what? It doesn't really look that bad with all of the information, but on some of the customer videos, because it's got like a website at the end, Travelocity.com, it looks a little funky. But, you know, this one's only 44 seconds. It's not a bad video. It's something different. And it works great for the BA video. And these 100% of these get approved. And it's mainly because I put the entire long tail keyword in one line without doing any editing to it. Now, the other thing that you can do now that the video site is up is if you go to videos, and actually, you know what, I'm going to stop my recording right now real quick if I can find it. All right, I'm just going to pause.